Hi everyone. My name is Sunny Hong. I'm the last one today to present. So there is no science. So you don't need to use your brain to listen. And then we are now, after this, my little talk, then you guys can enjoy drink and food. So wake up, because most of the Korean companies, they flew yesterday, and there is a 10 hours differences, time differences. So everyone is basically sleeping now. So just wake up. So my name is Sun Hee-ong again. Very nice to meet you all. I am a managing partner at two different entities, one Linkorus and one GLS Gateway. So let's just start with Linkorus. As you see, we are basically linking Korea and US. The name is really great, right? So Linkorus was founded about 2 years ago by two entrepreneurs, Jay Park, so Jay Park is right there, and myself. So we have both very strong background in science. And we also have many experience in US, like Jay has gone through company founding the startup in US and then exit experience, and we both have big pharma experience and operation, US startup operation experience and research experience and everything. And then we thought that with our experience so far we obtained in the state, we wanted to really support the Korean companies because we can speak Korean and we can speak English. So that's how we founded this company. And this slide basically show you what we do, but I just make it, and basically what we do is we do everything. If we can support Korean companies from A to Z. So we usually say, okay, then what is the difference us with other consulting company? We understand the science. So basically, if let's say one Korean company wanted to, establish their subsidiary or a branch in the US, and other consultant company, they can just, okay, let's do the work. We don't do that kind of stuff. We usually ask them why they want to establish their, their subsidiary or branch in the US, right? And then we try to understand what they do. And based on what they need, we support the companies because we can understand their technology because we have a science background. So that's what we do. That's what we have been doing so far. And so far, like basically we are last 2 years, we've been really working with many Korean medtech, biotech companies so far. And currently, Jay is working on the licensing out one asset from a company in Korea. And we also basically just did a lot of, work with medtech, Korean medtech and biotech companies. But while we are working with those many Korean biotech, medtech companies, we found that there is one common challenge always, and which is Korean biotech science is like really great. There are so many awesome, great technologies. But great science alone, that doesn't mean that they can success, right? They can success in the US market. Because there are many limitations. There is really limitation to access to investors, and then also local network, and then commercialization, things like that. So that's how we created this another company, NewCo, named Global Life Science Gateway, so GLSG. This GLSG company was founded by 4 different members. We have 4 partners, Jay and myself, and then Shine, Kenyan medical doctor, and Woo Jung-hoon, Korean name, and John Woo in American name. So Shine and John, they bring a lot of different background, what we don't have, Jay and myself. So the Chine and John, they are based in Boston, so they've been really putting a lot of network in Boston, like investors and KOLs. So GLSD is a really strategic bridge to the Boston life science ecosystem. Sorry, you guys are from San Diego, but I'm talking about Boston. So basically, Korean biotech, there is innovative science, great technology. So we bring those technology to GLSD, and we prepare localization, how to present their technology to Boston ecosystem. And here, this is how we work. GLSD works. So basically, we prepare and we engage, and then we localize the technology, and then bring to their technology to the investors for fundraising. So I guess today I want to ask any of like a KOL or from West Coast investors that we are always welcome any potential partnership, and we are also looking for investors from West Coast, where you guys always want to see the great technology, to review. And also, we are looking for any sort of, strategy collaboration partnership with institute and or any other, companies that they want to co-develop the Korean technology together. And thank you so much. And this is really last. I guess, I don't know if you guys have any question, or we can just enjoy our food. Oh, you have a question? Okay.
What is the Korean ecosystem in supporting their startups? In the sense of, let's say there's 100 Korean startups, what's the percentage of them that gets the investment support that they need through Korea itself?
Jay, would you please answer?
Into the certain stages. So for example, here we have some professor who is also CEO or the founder of the startup company. So Korean government encourages the scientists or professors or inventors to commercialize their own sciences into a product. So there are multiple programs which is very similar to SBIR in the United States. In Korea, it is called TIPS. TIPS. So there are 4 or 5 different stages of tips, from the couple of $100,000 to up to $1 million to commercialize the product. But at certain point, the startup companies need a private investment. So in terms of the success rate or investment rate out of 100, I'm not sure. I didn't see the statistics, but from the certain statistical report, I was able to see there are 600 biotech registered in 2025.
Okay, so about 10%. About 10%. Okay, and then how much of the startup ecosystem is, can I say, dependent on U.S. investors?
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining. It's been a pleasure. Nice meeting everyone. Thank you for staying and listening to the startup pitches. Everyone enjoyed tacos, right? There's more tacos out in the patio. We have drinks of soju and tequila. And then we'll put the game on in a minute here on the big screen. So enjoy, everybody.